Alright, so 2 rules before we even get started. Don't stop until you get something the exact way you want it. Like, keep going until you find a solution. Because sometimes you'll be like, damn, I don't like this, but I'll keep going, and you won't, the product, the result won't be what you want it to be because you pushed through something that you didn't really care about. But now, I just want to talk about, so I guess we're going to talk about, mind you, today is January 2nd, 2018. So let's get to it. 30 seconds in. Hypebeast trends of 2017. We can start off with niggas wearing short necklaces. We can start off with that. I also want to talk about the logo tape brands. I'm guilty of that myself. The Dino merch does have logo tape, and it's a brand. It's definitely something that's gonna go right into next year. You know, like you got Kappa and like the Champion times Vetements or Vitamins, whatever you want to call it. And then you got like the stripe down the leg pants, like by Epitome. You know, like the Fear God knockoffs. Let me stop drinking. Mind you, I think it's like 3 o'clock. Then we have the IKEA trend. IKEA shit was everywhere. I am too guilty of this. I'll probably post a picture here. We'll post some other crazy stuff. This was something I like. I like when people take things that are somewhat unconventional and do dope stuff with them. That's just kind of my aesthetic. So I could really appreciate that trend. Next, we have the Kurt Cobain sunglasses. I was guilty of this in like for 30 seconds, but I made sure that. But I'm making sure I won't show you guys that picture. If you want, you can just go look on my Instagram and find it. Matter of fact, anybody who can find the picture of me with the Kurt Cobain sunglasses on, I'll shout you out on Instagram. Maybe on Insta Snap though. Yeah. That's a trend I'm sick of, but I was sick of it before I did it. I was sick of it even before I started. It's just like something that's like 1-2. I hate a 1-2 trend. Like you can just go find something for $1. Like at least with the IKEA trend, you had to like probably go find the bags and then create what you were gonna create. Then the floral patches. Now don't get me wrong, this was Gucci's fault. Now before Gucci even was doing the floral patches, I had gotten to like patchwork because I started doing like making little stuff. I never could sew, and I didn't know the beauty of manufacturing, so I wasn't too, into that. But then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and we saw floral patches everywhere. Like throw up. If you went on a website like ASOS, Forever 21, Boohoo, they was putting floral patches on shit that floral patches shouldn't even have had been on. Then we got like Gucci and the snakes. Gucci was, I want to say, a hypebeast trend in itself, like the brand. Like people who don't really do designer stuff was doing Gucci, and then on top of that, people who don't really wear like fashionable stuff was wearing like the more fashionable Gucci stuff. So that was like an achievement. And then the snakes though, snakes were everywhere. Like let Gucci have their snakes. I hate when people don't let brands have their stuff. Like let a brand have its stuff. And then, I'm sorry, this is some really good juice. And then socks over joggers. That was a huge trend. A trend I actually like. I did it in 2016, but I feel like when I did it with Yeezy boots, so you couldn't really tell I had the socks over my joggers, or like athletic pants or track pants and stuff. But that, or sweatpants too. But I really like that. I really like the way that looked. So that's something I guess we should keep. And that's another thing. I don't dislike everything that happened. I think some stuff becomes hypebeast or becomes so trendy because it's so dope. That's just what happens sometimes. And then you got somebody setting the tone, and then people following suit. And then we got streetwear brands. Streetwear brands like Kappa, Adidas, Reebok, Champion. All of those brands were like heavily being worn because they had like that 90s aesthetic, like 89, 96 aesthetic that people were kind of going for with style in general. And then logo integration. Logo integration was another huge thing. The reason why I say it was a huge thing is because you would see like people putting like Gucci, spelling out Gucci, but then they would use a Champion sign. Or they would have Chanel and use a Champion sign. You would see that so much. Like, that's probably one of the most annoying things I've seen this year, maybe. Like, you'll see, like, maybe, like, Dior, but The D might be from Diodora or some shit. Like just weird stuff. Weird stuff. And then another big Hypebeast thing, we gotta talk about it. Nike times Off-White. From the Blazers. I didn't really like the Blazers. From the ones. Love the ones. The Air Forces. I don't know if they ever released them, but we never know what they release these days. And we're gonna talk about that for a brief second. Matter of fact, let's just get into it right now. In 2018, I said I'm not gonna procrastinate. So let's just get into it. Everything that you see isn't real. And I feel like now you don't really have to buy authentic stuff. Not me personally. I'm saying I feel like now society is accepting you have a dupe or unauthorized pair, because it's like you gotta realize like this stuff is super limited. But when you see like 30 of your friends have it on Instagram, it's like who you know? Who you plug? Nonetheless, you had the hype. Like the Vapor Maxes, the Off-White Vapor Maxes, those were tough. The Off-White 97s, those were tough. The Off-White, it was just so many different Off-White collabs, and every single one of them were tough. I really like Off-White. I really like the aesthetic. I like when people drive something different. Like the whole, I could be wrong, but the whole idea of putting like shoelaces on a shoelace, I think that's tough. I don't know why. Maybe I'm fine with the masses. However, I just think that's dope. Definitely Hypebeast. Now, I guess we should just run down the top 10 that we just said. So we said local tape brands, IKEA trend. I'm at the top 9. This top 9. Kurt Cobain sunglasses, flow patches, Gucci/Gucci snakes. Kind of fit that into one. Socks with joggers, streetwear brands, logo integration. Like, you know, when we putting a logo into something. I'm trying to think of another good one. I'll find something. I'll put them here. Maybe I should move over some here. Like, you know, yeah, this was no, okay, no, okay. And last but not least, something that was definitely expected were the Yeezy B2s. And let me explain. You gotta know that all these Yeezys that y'all seeing aren't real. More importantly, any YouTuber that has probably over 5 or has a video that done a couple views on a pair of sneakers, these companies are already emailing you, telling you, hey, we'll send you an authorized pair. You can let your subscribers know they're authorized pair. Just we want you to review them. I've sadly not taken any of those. I said I would do it if I had like an authentic pair to show people like the difference between an authentic pair and then the unauthorized pair, but I just haven't been lucky enough to get any of the authentic pairs. Typically when I try to get the authentic pairs, I just do the simple Adidas.com or the Adidas app or a couple different raffles. I don't really try too hard because at the end of the day, their shoes and their value to me is so fleeting. You know, I mean, like the way to like where I live at in Baltimore, niggas wear Yeezys like 990s or like New Balance if you're not from the DMV, like 990s, or they wear them like Air Forces. Like we wear them like real street. Like we don't wear them like on some Yeezy stuff. They're wearing with like a pair of skinny jeans and like a Moncler t-shirt or some stuff. Like it's like basic. Whoa, why did my phone just jumped off the couch? And it's the X and I have no case and I'm scared. Oh, by the way, update from that Vans video where my phone kept ringing. Got my business phone now. Matter of fact, y'all can hit me up on any business related stuff, but you gotta DM me on ShopDino Instagram to get my number, cause people be sneaky. People been playing on my phone already that I've been like giving it out a lot more freely. Because my new number is personal and I kept the old number for business since so many people already have it anyway. Because I've had it since 2012, right after I got robbed. If you want to know about that, you can go watch that story. But yeah, so those are the top 10 things that I seen Hypebeast. This video is already at 9 minutes, so I can keep going. Just let me know if you want me to keep going. Actually, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna drop that video. I'm gonna record that now, but I'm gonna just separate it so that way y'all won't be here too long. Alright? Alright, no. Okay, so stay untouchable. Godspeed. Yo, follow me. Follow me. Follow me!